It's a warm welcome back to On Cue Billiards in La Mesa for this BCA 8-ball league match between Spin Doctors and Goodfellas. When you left us, Goodfellas were leading 3-5. And in this next round, Jesse has broken the balls for the home team, made a couple of stripes in the side pockets, and he's taking one in the bottom right here. Left himself the 9 in the top left. He's caught that a bit thick, and so passes the table over to Luis. He's on the solid balls and choosing just to develop the 3 ball. That's the one problem he had on the table. And he did that safe in the knowledge that the 13 stopping Jesse from running out unless he can develop it, which he tried. But he's not got a shot here unless he can thin the 13 and get it in the side. It came close, but had the table over. And Lewis just rearranging the furniture there, leaving Jesse hooked. And he tried a 2-railer, very ambitious. We might have words about that choice of shot later on. So Lewis can start his run out if he wants here, but he does need to think about that 5-7. And he may be inclined to play another safety like this so he can get Jesse to try and break those out. Jesse's not having any of it. He just knocks the 4 in as a foul. Gives ball in hand to Lewis, so he tries to break him up there, but he misses. He's got one more chance. He's got to cut this in and split them open. And you always need a bit of luck when you're cannoning into balls, especially if it's your last chance and there's no saver like a ball over a pocket or anything like that. So all Jesse has to do here is not move the 13 and 5. So he's banking the 12. If he'd have hidden the 7 from view, then Lewis would have had to develop the 13. But he tries to get round. He's not on his 5 ball. So it's a safety. And there is a safety available for Jesse here, but oh my goodness, nearly put the 8 in. He's missed his 13 and he's given Lewis the game on a plate. And he's coming back across for the 8. Is he going to get there? Oh, just with a bit of right-hand side, he'll cut this in. And Luis takes the rack. 6-3. But this was the safety. He could have played a thin edge and just hidden the cue ball. Just like that. That could have well won in the game there at the end instead of taking on the 13. Anyways, hopefully we'll learn from this experience. Emil has broken the balls and he's got a few balls in the pockets there. But choosing to play a safety. He's left Robert with the combination, so he's now elected to take the solids because it was still an open table there. And that's a nice shot floating that ball in, and he doesn't really have any obstacles. The difficulty is getting back on the 8. Oh, but he catches that too thick and he holds his head. Holt hands the table over to Emil. And he's in quite a strong position here. That numerical advantage in balls is also a tactical advantage, so you can hide behind them. And no rail, so that's ball in hand. So really should be able to take full advantage with choosing to put the 5 in and play safe again. And that's a good hit with the jump stick. And I just roll the 14 in and snooker him behind the 10. But he's chosen to take a more risky shot. Left a bank for Robert, but he missed it. And your start is obvious, and you're going to come up for the 10. Looks like this leads to the 13. And you can play below the 14. With the 11 waiting over the corner. So all you need to do here is literally stroke it in. And he gave it pace which was not required. And a bit of inaccuracy, and that's got to go down as a bad miss, I'm afraid, by Emil. And this should be the game now, if he can squeeze it past. Holt catches it too thick, double kisses the 11. So another chance for Emil to defeat Robert. And he surely played this with a bit of bottom and right. But he tried to just roll it with left and he kissed the 8, and about the only way you could mess it up. He plays it down table. This is available, but Robert hits it too thin. Ralph shouted over, toss a coin for it. Because neither of these guys want to pot this 8. Emil's hit it too thin. Surely one of them will pot this. Come on, Robert. Yeah, there it is. 7-3. Nobody seemed to want to win that game. Brian's broken the balls and he's got one down. Taking the stripes here. They played that with a lot of pace. I think he could have just rolled it and would have had the guaranteed shot of the 15 in the same pocket. And he's hit the 11 too thick. Gives over the table. So it's just rolling in the 2. He's got the 6 waiting. And he want to try and just develop a path through to his balls in the centre. So he's got to try this in the side. But paid close attention to where he left the cue ball. Left nothing for Brian. Brian's safety goes a bit awry. And once again, Ralph plays a very good cue ball and develops one of his balls. And that's a cracker from Brian. Can he follow it up? Oh dear. Well, tactically that's not worked out too badly. He's got the 10 in a strategically good position, but the 7's not gone that safe. And oh, but Ralph's missed the 5. Come on now, Brian. What a chance. 11. The problem here, he's got to get on that 13, which is available past the 8 ball. This is the shot. He's come round nicely with run inside. He's just got to force forward and get through that 8 ball so he can see the 6. Oh no, he's jumping and it's scratched. Dear oh dear. And so Ralph's just got to mop these up now, I think. Pretty elementary for a gentleman of his experience. And Brian will be left ruining his missed opportunity. And so it's myself with the break against Ken in the 12th rack. The last rack of this round, and all I could do was take stripes there. There was nothing else available. I'm going to cut the 12 in. A little bit fortunate to avoid the scratch, but I think I'm a bit unfortunate after cutting this in to get behind that 3 bar. I mean, that's wicked. All I can do is just kick at this. Trying not to leave him anything too easy. And he's missed the 5, so I'm looking at this situation. I've got a safety zone if I just leave him on this short rail at the top of the table. So that's all I was doing there. And I think I'm just going to draw back off 14 and do the same thing again. Because that's the safety zone right now for me. And this is a cracking shot. Plays a double kiss off the 5 and got me in a terrible hook. And to be honest, it was a bad miss, that kick. I should definitely have been able to get a good hit out of that. And presented him with this chance now to run out. And make no mistake, he still has to do it. This is a very skillful shot, just getting on the 4 in the side and then draws back sufficiently far to have a last shot that he can get around with a little bit of left hand side. And he's got the 15 there as a stopper, so no danger of scratching. And a beautiful run out from Ken. So that win takes the match. So it's now all academic from here on as Robert breaks the balls in the first rack of the last round. And he makes the ball off the break and takes the solids. Pots a nice 3 ball. Followed by the 7. And a nice punch there with the 4. Just drop it, try to nudge the 1 towards the corner. Still made the cutback. I think the 8 is actually obstructed here by the 15. So he's got to do something about that. And that's not it. He's going to have to play safe. Try and hide the cue ball behind the 8. And he's not done that. He's left this for Jesse. And he's cut that in nicely, and he's got a beautiful cue ball here. If he plays for that 15, he could just nudge the 6 out the way and open up the 8. And the game would be his, but he's drawn up the table. Why would he do that? Now he's got to follow forward and take the 15 and play for the short side on the 8. Much harder to do. And this is a bit tricky as well. Oh, where's the cue ball? Oh, Jesse. Oh dear. Gives Robert ball in hand, and so thank you very much. He will take that. And Goodfellas lead 10 racks to 3. Ralph breaking them in the 14th rack. Nice break. And the balls are still falling. Taking the solids. And this is supposedly the hardest one on the table. Just missed his cut, so Emil comes to the table with a not a bad layout, but he's missed the opening ball. Back shot. A little bit of an angle. It's a bit flatter than he'd like. He'll still have a shot on the 4, you would think, but maybe not. Is the 9 in the way? Try to check this for the 2, but he's gone too far. And not a bad kick. Where's the cue ball? He says, on the rail, please. Right there. Yeah, he's got the powers of the Force, as Ralph Tomeoni. He's a Jedi Master. And it's just a kick to the last ball. But once again, having all these balls on the table is a huge advantage for Emil. He may be choosing to run out from here, and if he minds his work, he'll do just that. I like the way he played across the table there. Let his stroke out. Oh, he's not quite on the 8. And what a shot that is. Look at that. Wow. Exhibition stuff from Emil. So rack 15, Ken breaks the balls, and it's a nice break. They're still falling. Goodfellas have a 10-4 lead. The result is academic, but these points all matter towards the end of the season. It could be a tie-break situation, so all the individual racks count. And what kind of shot has he got here? Oh, he's just content with making it awkward for Brian. And he plays a bit of safety himself. 13 is available in the end corner. Nice shot. Got the problem with the 9 though, he's got to get that out. I think he can see the edge of it here, so he's choosing to develop it now. And there is a safety here to not to play up the table, but to just thin the 4 and play the cue ball towards the 3. You'd have left the 9 snookered and nothing available for the 10, but that shot, leaving that 10 ball, has sold the game out, I'm afraid. As Ken plays nicely up for the 8, and this make it 11. Oh, he's missed that 8 ball. Come on, Brian. What a chance now. He really should have been out and for the count. So to get a chance like this, you must seize it. Oh dear. Where's the cue ball going? It's a bit tricky. Oh no, and he's hit it too thick. Has he got the 8 safe? Oh, Ken's overcut it. What do you do with this? Do you want to go full bore attack or do you play safe? O'Brien plays the bank and he missed it. And he's conceding here, so it's 11-4 as Lewis breaks the balls in this final rack against me. Rack 16. And he's looking at stripes. Well, they're all available, has to be said. Just going to watch your cue ball, and I think he's just lost control of it there. So he's banking the 13. So I do get to the table, and this is a wired combo. And so I'll play this 6 with a bit of inside. And I don't want to really cannon the other balls, so I'll take the 3, and I just totally overhit that. Didn't need any right hand English. That's put me well down table. So here I should just pocket weight the 1 ball and concentrate on hiding the cue ball. But instead of which I sold out the game basically. So Lewis is going to pot this last couple of balls, and this will complete a 12-4 comprehensive victory for Goodfellas against Spin Doctors. Well played, you guys. Check out the channel for more from this league coming soon.